Have you ever wanted an advanced electronic trigger suite, good trigger response, and quality internals on one complete package? Well, Poseidon has delivered that with their new AEG lineup. Hello guys, welcome to Trigger Airsoft. I'm your host William. Today we're going to look at 4 of the primary models offered by Poseidon. Within these 4 models, there's many subvariants with differences usually in the externals such as your rail length, barrel, and stock options. There's also some minor details which we will not really cover in this video. We're just going to cover kind of a general overview of these 4 primary families of guns. If you want more details, please visit our website. Now that said, let's get into this review. What makes Poseidon's AEGs different? Well, it's all in the internals, which is the heart of the gun. It's 2 things. Number 1, they all feature electronic trigger control system, or ETCS, and a built-in tracer unit that's actually attached to the hop-up chamber. Now these 2 features are universal across all Poseidon AEGs, so regardless of which model, you'll all come with. Now, in terms of the MOSFET, they feature 2 different types. Number 1 is called the Aether. Now this is Poseidon's kind of basic MOSFET system, so it monitors their current flow, the motor, and also has basic programming options such as burst mode that you can program by depressions in the trigger. You can follow the instruction manuals on how to do that, but basically it's depressing and holding the trigger over certain periods of time in certain intervals. Now, on the other side, they have what's called their Medusa. So now this is their more advanced trigger system. So it has all the features that the Aether has, along with additional options and Bluetooth app connectivity that you can access on your phone or any Bluetooth device via the app. Now this allows you to have access to more customization options, such as more advanced trigger control settings, you have statistics, and also a bunch of other stuff that's kind of similar to like your Gate Titan advanced trigger MOSFET system. Now, the rest of the internal components are going to be your standard V2. So your gears, your air compression parts, pretty much going to be your market standard. Again, some parts might require fitting, so please advise your local technician if you're trying to do any sort of upgrades. But that is good to know that if you want to upgrade or improve the performance or even just repair the gun, that long term you can use pretty much most of what's out there on the market. In front of me, we pulled out 4 of the primary lineups offered by Poseidon. Do keep in mind that each model has their own kind of subvariant with different barrel length and stock options. So check the website for the particular one that you're interested in. On my right side, we have the XQ4 and the Avenger Plus. So these 2 are going to be running on your Medusa Advanced ETCS system. So that's the one with the app connectivity and the advanced options. On my left side, we have the XR5 and the Punisher Plus. So these 2 are going to be running on the Aether, more basic. Again, I'm using this term loosely because it's still a really good MOSFET system, but your more basic ETCS system. Regardless, all the models are standard V2 internal components. So if you want to upgrade things like that, pretty much you can use any market standard components. Now, what does that mean in terms of overall performance? Well, let's go take a look. With all the quality internals combined with the ETCS system, the Poseidon guns are actually very responsive and shoot very, very consistent. From our testing using 11.1 LiPo batteries and BLS 0.20 gram BBs, we noticed a total average of all the guns combined, about 390 to about 400 FPS. In terms of the shortest barrel options, using this Avenger Plus as an example, to the long barrel one, we noticed really a difference between 5 FPS to 10 FPS at the most. That being said, it's kind of safe to say that regardless of which Poseidon option you choose, you're going to get pretty much the same performance. Now, as mentioned earlier, some of the Poseidons come with the Aether MOSFET, which is kind of your basic MOSFET set. So again, that one is programmed via the trigger using a combination of presses and kind of holding the trigger for a period of time. Now the Medusa, it's via Bluetooth through the app in terms of the connectivity. So you don't need to buy any cables, you don't need to buy any links and stuff. You just buy the gun, download the app, and you can be able to directly connect there. For more instructions, look at your user's manual in terms of the options that you get, and also just kind of instructions of how to program it for both the Aether and the Medusa. So now let's take a look at kind of the external features of each of the different models. When it comes to externals, this is where you can see most of the differences lie. We just kind of plucked a few just to kind of give you guys a rough idea. The main thing you notice is the barrel length and also the rail. We have short, medium, and long rails. We have key mod types and M-lock, and in some of the sub models, such as this Avenger here, we have a kind of M-lock half and then a Picatinny rear on the top rail as well, just to kind of keep it nice, slim, and lightweight. Another thing, with all the Poseidon guns, they have adjustable stocks. This XQ4 here runs a M4 kind of buffer tube stock on stock. We also have the Avenger down here that runs a tanker style stock with a very large battery compartment. And if you want something even more unique, you can do the XR5 with adjustable stock here in the end as well. Now, coming to the sights, all of them features backup iron sights. There's two distinct types. One, you have kind of Poseidon's own design. These are their CSI and Poseidon kind of quick reference sight. So they all flip up and fold down. What makes it unique with the quick reference sight is that it's much bigger, so you can actually see through it and get kind of your target acquisition much faster. And then you can flip them nice and high if you're running sort of optics, or you need better visibility. The other type of sight you have is your standard kind of front post and peep, which is adjustable for elevation, and also windage, and then they fold apart. So these ones going to have your standard AR M4 style sights, or pretty much any standard foldable sight nowadays with a front post and a peep. Now, when it comes to controls, all of them feature ambidextrous 5 selector switches on the right and left sides, and then enlarged magazine release to help you with those reloads. And then the hop up is accessed as you would a standard kind of dial hop up. So that pretty much is standard throughout most of the electric guns. And then when it comes to magazines, all of them are AR platforms. They just take most of your market standard AR style magazines, M16 M4s, which includes the special guy right here. If you want something unique in terms of entire aesthetics, you can try to look into the XR5. We have 4 different colors. This one is the white and black, which I think matches its space age look. The XR5 is market standard M4 magazine compatible, so you don't have to buy proprietary magazines, because it kind of looks like a gun that you might need to buy proprietary magazines for, but you don't. AR mags, just like the stand that I have here, insert well. So that's something you can kind of look into if you want different aesthetics, but also keeping with the standard kind of M4 internals and controls. Now, regardless of which gun you get, you also have sling mount points, including QD. Just to kind of show you guys, we have the Avenger Plus here, we have a sling mount here, and then a QD slot here. With the longer rail models, like the XR4, you get more QD mounts. So again, you get one in the back of the rail, but because the rail is longer, you also get one in the front. This also applies to the XR5. You gotta think, right? Because it's a futuristic platform, it should have QD because that's the future. You get QD mount here, and also you get a front rail if you want to put any sort of kind of front sling mount. It's on both sides, by the way. All these are on both sides. So fully ambidextrous when it comes to kind of the basic feature set. In terms of the overall design, I do like the aesthetics. I do like the options you get, because I know some of you guys like short barrel guns, some of you guys like long barrel guns, you want to build DMRs, but there's a bunch of different customization options. I don't know, you want to be like a Space Marine right now and paint this all blue. Just an idea. For those playing Space Marine 2, including myself. Buy one of these and purge all the heretics. But yeah, if you want something new, these are all different options. So we do encourage you guys to kind of look, this is just a little bit of what Poseidon offers, but if you want more details into each of the different submodels, what it comes with, visit our website. But this is just a really quick overlook of the Poseidon AEGs. They're always constantly updating both the externals, but also the internals. So long-term wise, we're looking at basically a good kind of serviceability and also just overall product design by Poseidon. So if you buy something now, again, you can upgrade the internals, right? If Poseidon comes up with something new, they usually will also kind of pre-update all their existing models and also future models as well. So always trying to improve on this design. And overall, if you're looking for something affordable or even just something very competitive, this is a really, really good package. Some of them also include external tracers as well. So all of them include an internal tracer, but also some of them have an external tracers that you can kind of take apart, put on your other guns, or if you want additional illumination to make your shots brighter, you can run the external tracers. Some of them don't, with different muzzle options. Again, check out our website. That's it. That's kind of just a quick look at the Poseidon AEGs.